I'm looking all like fuzzy. See if the camera's clean. Stu and Sarah. Is the camera clean? Oh, what's happened now? Oh, hello. I've disappeared completely. What's happened? Yeah, nothing's happened. I can't. There's nothing on my screen. Hello, Claire. I can't see a thing. There's nothing on my screen. I can't turn my camera around. Oh, hang on. There it is. Oh, hello. I'm not fuzzy anymore. I tried to clean the camera lens and managed to turn the screen off. Hello, Val. Hello. So I don't know who's on now. Okay, Claire is on. Hello, Claire. Ali. Hello, Jane. We were just talking about you, Jane. We said Jane doesn't like music during yoga. I said I don't think Jane does the yin yoga. Maybe she's just popping in to say hello. Hello, Val, my lovely. Oh. Claire, were you on Sarah's class the other week when she was all fuzzy and everyone was saying clean your screen and she took her 5 minutes? Great, I'm not fuzzy anymore. Hiya, Sue. Hello, Sandra. Got a little bit of music playing. Can you hear me? Can you hear the music just in the background? Hi, Judith. Oh, first time tryout for Jane. Hey, bless you. Yeah, it was funny, Claire. It was comical, wasn't it, watching Sarah do that? So I've got a little bit of music on. Let me know if you can hear it or if it's interfering too much with trying to listen to what I'm saying. I just put some on because during the yin practice I'm tending to talk a lot through it so that you know, because it's a lot of stillness, so that you know I'm still here. So I thought if I've got some music playing, then you might be able to, I won't need to talk so much. You like the music? Great, Judith. Okay. Can you hear it? That is the thing. Hiya, Diane. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear the music. Hear it? Okay. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Hiya, Sue. Great. Okay, so it's not too interfering. Got my mum here again. She's just off screen, off camera. You know, it didn't come on, Mum. She tried to wave, but didn't quite get there. Hello, Ruth. What time are we? We are 6:31. Great, thank you, Ruth. Okay, so clock time. So, yeah, it's nice and relaxing. So this music that I've got on now is actually the musician Moby. He's very much into meditation, and so he put together, he found out he had something like 100 hours of meditation music that he's put together himself, and so he put it online for free. So if you want some free meditation music, like this is what I'm playing now, just go online and look for Moby free meditation music download. There you go, it's about 10 hours of something like that he's put up there. So we are going to be going back to our chakra yin class tonight. So our chakra, hi Iris, our chakras are going to open up from bottom to top. So we've got 7 chakras up that run along the center of the body, so kind of level with the spine. Sometimes I'll talk about being level with the back of the hips, sometimes I'll talk about being the heart, but they're kind of 3D, so they fill the whole of that area, so from the back of the hips to the belly. So just think about it being the whole of the inside, but they're centered through to the spine. So we've got just 7 postures, 1 for each chakra, and our, like in the Moby, thanks, thank you Paul, Paul James. So we've got 7 postures, and our 7th one is actually Shavasana, relaxation. So it's going to be a nice, really relaxing class tonight. We're going to be holding the postures for 4 minutes, apart from our twist. We're going to do 3 minutes each side. And then I will talk to you as we go through a little bit about the chakra that we're working on at the moment. So like ever with our yin yoga, just to remind you, please don't go straight to your maximum stretch or that maximum feeling. Just know where your edge is and back off there a little bit, because if you push too far into your stretch straight away, your body will try to resist. It'll kind of tense up to protect itself, and you don't want that to happen. You want the body to really try and be able to relax and open. So know where that edge is, move back a little bit, just be there, breathe. We've got 4 minutes there. Maybe if you feel things start to ease off, you can move a little bit deeper into the posture. And what else? Stillness. So try and be still. Try and know what's going on in the mind and try and bring the mind to your practice. We'll talk about that a little bit as we go through. So with our yin yoga, we want some props. So make sure you've got your cushions or pillows or a block or folded up blankets, whatever you need, okay, just to support the body and let us get the most out of the practice without having to use our actual strength for it, because remember, we want to relax and release and let go. So we're going to start with our seated posture, our forward fold. So remember, yin is very different than our hatha practice or any other type of yoga, whereas instead of in a normal hatha class, I'll be asking you to lengthen the back and straighten and, you know, reach for the toes. With yin, we just want to allow everything to relax. So we have a rounded back, the head can drop down towards the knees. We're not trying to flex the feet or push away with the heels, we're just letting everything relax. So remember, if you're tightening your hamstrings, your lower back, you might want to place a cushion or a rolled up blanket or a towel underneath the knees to give the legs a little bit more freedom there. Or you can place a cushion underneath the belly, the chest, and use that just to relax over. I'm not going to use anything, I'm just going to let body weight do it. Not checking my messages, I've got my timer for 4 minutes. So, feet relaxed, ankles are floppy, legs relaxed. Arms, you're going to take them palms up and just let the head relax down. Completely. The neck, the shoulders. So this is our first chakra, our root chakra. So this is right down the very base of the spine. If you think about the tailbone, that little pointy bit right down the bottom of the spine. And every chakra has an associated colour. It's associated with a physical part of the body and an emotional part. So the colour of our root chakra is red. So if you're quite good at visualisation, you might want to visualise this red globe glowing down at the bottom of the spine. Every chakra also is associated with an element, and the element of our root chakra is earth. So most of our seated postures or any of our standing postures where we're grounding, like tree pose or mountain pose, will stimulate the root chakra. Your root chakra is connected to the physical health of your spine, your feet and your legs, and your general feeling of well-being. So noticing if you're holding on to tension anywhere, maybe your toes are tense in your ankles, maybe you're holding tension in your jaw. See if you can release and let go. Relax the neck. I'm going to be lifting my head a lot so that I can talk into the camera rather than down to the floor. But please just have your eyes closed, let your head droop, relax the neck, relax the jaw. Our root chakra is connected with our sense of rootedness, our sense of belonging, our stability, family ties, the feeling that of being strong and confident, that you can stand up for yourself, you can support yourself. Got another minute right here. Just visualizing this lovely red glow of the root chakra down the bottom of the spine. Just feeling the breath. Allowing the body to relax and be heavy. Another few breaths. I'm going to start to think about coming out of this posture. So I'm going to turn the palms down onto the floor. And we're going to just take a little engagement to the pelvic floor and the belly, just to support the back as we push up to bring the head and chest up. So that's a really nice one for opening up the back, for stretching those muscles in the back and the hamstrings. And we're going to move on to our Sacral Chakra. This is the next one up from our root chakra. So we're going to bend the knees, still a seated posture, soles the feet together and the knees drop open. So you don't want the heels really close to you like we do in our hatha practice. The feet are quite far away, so just got this nice diamond shape from the knees. Again, you underneath the belly and the chest and rest on the cushion here. This is actually really, really comfortable. I might stay like this tonight. No. Or you can just go with that and let gravity do the work. So your hands can rest on your feet, or they can come under the knees. Whatever feels good for you. 4 minutes just here. So really try and bring in stillness to your practice. There will be an urge to fidget and move, and when things start to get a little bit uncomfortable, please just try and ignore that discomfort. Okay? Don't ignore pain if you feel that you're in pain anywhere. Never ignore pain, so we don't want to be there in pain. But if it's uncomfortable, that's okay. We can just stay with discomfort for a little bit. Because that's what happens in life, doesn't it? Sometimes it can get a little bit uncomfortable, but we learn to be with it, we learn to move with it. So here we've got our Sacral Chakra, and this is situated the flat part of the hip bone, so right in the sacrum area, it's the back of the hips. The colour associated with this chakra is orange. Nice orange glow, nice and warm down there in the lower back. And the element associated with this chakra is water, so it's very fluid. So it's connected with our renal organs like the kidneys, the bladder, and also our sexual and reproductive organs. So if your hips are very tight, you might start to be wanting to fidget and move about now. So let gravity do the work. So you might feel that you're tensing up on the inner thighs and around the hips, trying to keep your knees up away from the floor. Let them go. Just use your exhale to really release and let go. So this nice fluid sacral chakra, this orange, watery, glowy sacral chakra, gives us our, connect with our pleasure emotions and our creativity and sensuality and sexuality. And it's that chakra that allows us to be more open to change, so we can be fluid with change and accepting of change. It's also about connecting with others as well. They've got 1 more minute here. Remember, if your mind starts to wander off and you start to get caught up in some little stories in your head, just bring it back to your practice, and the thing you can focus on is your breath, because that's always constant, it's always with you. Or again, if you're good at that visualization, just feeling and seeing that sacral chakra down the lower part of the back. That nice orange glow. Just a few more breaths here. So any hip opening postures stimulate our sacral chakra. Okay, we're 4 minutes here. So again, let's bring these palms to the floor. Little engagement in the belly just to protect the back, because it's been there for 4 minutes. So pushing into the floor, lifting the head, lifting the chest, helping those knees come together. And it's okay to groan, like, Sometimes it feels a little bit more ooh when we come out of the posture than when we actually go in. So we're coming all the way down onto the floor now, onto the backs. So we are going to move up to the solar plexus chakra, and this is the colour of the solar plexus, nice and yellow. So we're going to lay down on the back, knees are bent. I'm going to take a twist. So anything that we do to stimulate the mid-center of the body, like the solar plexus area, is going to stimulate this chakra. So we're going to let both knees drop over to the right. So I'm going to stack my left knee on top of my right knee. Now if this doesn't feel good for your hips, you might want to put a cushion in between the knees just to give that top hip a little bit of support. If it feels too much in the spine, you can take those knees a little bit lower, a little bit further away from you. If you're quite open in the spine, you want to take it higher, you bring those knees higher. But most importantly is that both shoulders stay on the floor. So you want this left shoulder blade down on the floor. Hands can come out shoulder height, palms down. And if it feels comfortable, you can take the gaze to the left. We've got 3 minutes either side on this one. So our solar plexus chakra is right where the solar plexus is. So if you go a few inches above your belly button, where those lower ribs just come towards each other, that soft section just beneath the lowest ribs, that's where your solar plexus chakra sits. And it is nice and yellow, like the nice yellow hot sun. And its element is fire. So this chakra is connected with the health of our digestive systems. Yeah, because we need fire, we need that heat to burn our food, don't we? So it's connected with those systems. The gallbladder, the pancreas, the solar plexus itself, which is a big nerve center. Emotionally, it gives us that feeling of being alive and giving us good self-esteem, having the confidence to take action So a lot of powerful leaders, you see this like sacral chakra is really open. These leaders that just kind of like grab it and go. You know when you hit that expression, someone's got fire in their belly? Okay, this is the sacral chakra. There's fire in their belly. Strong and confident. Just allowing everything to relax, and occasionally just giving yourself a body scan and noticing any unusual places that might be holding on to tension. So I always come to my jaw first because I know that I tense my jaw. So relaxing the jaw, let the teeth just drop away from each other. Let the tongue relax away from the roof of the mouth. Releasing any tension behind the eyes and the forehead. Again, you might see me fidgeting about. I'm just checking times. So please don't think, John's moving. Okay, this is not my class, this is your class. So you enjoy your practice. We've got 10 more seconds here, just a few more breaths. So always moving out of these postures really slowly, bringing those knees back to centre, letting that spine readjust for a moment, allow it to resettle down into the floor. You okay, Mum?
Yeah, it's just a bit cold on the floor.
Oh, tiles are a bit cold. Okay, and then we're going to go the opposite way, so allowing both knees to drop over to the left. Again, I'm going to get a deeper twist by stacking my right knee on top of my left, but that might be too much for you. You might want to bring your right knee a bit further down. Excuse me. Or both knees are lower, so twist them on the lower part of the back. If you want to twist a little bit higher, both knees come higher. Again, please feel free to take a cushion between the knees or underneath that bottom knee. If your knees don't reach the floor, place something underneath the knee so you can completely relax and let go. Your right shoulder blade is staying on the floor. And if it feels okay on the neck, you can look over to the right. So this might feel different on this side. This is one of the things that I really love about yoga is the awareness it brings to our bodies, the differences in the left side and the right side, and the range of movement and the flexibility. Let that right shoulder be heavy, let those legs relax. I just noticed that I was tensing up in my left thigh then, so breathing into that, using the exhale to release and relax and let go. So funny with the body, we think we're relaxed, but then when we really think about it, sometimes we're trying to hover off the floor. Sometimes we've still got these glute muscles, big muscles, and the bum tensed up. Really hard to relax those because they used to working so hard. This is your yellow fiery chakra. If you want to bring a visualization there, just below the lower rib cage. Confidence, self-esteem, empowering. So our postures for this chakra is anything that stimulates your middle. So your twists or any core work, your Navasana, the boat. And also a great stimulation for this chakra out with your best friend, the person that makes you laugh the most. It's that really good belly laugh, you know, when your tummy starts to ache. That's a really good stimulation for your solar plexus chakra. Right now my nose is really itchy, but I'm trying to resist temptation to move there and scratch it, just allowing it to itch a little bit. There's like any discomfort that's going on, just let it be. It's when we really start to practice our yoga, when it gets a bit challenging on and off the mat. Okay, time to move out. So bringing the head back to center, bringing those knees back to center. Well, now I can move and scratch my nose. Just give it a moment for the spine to come back to neutral. And then when you're ready, we're going to move up to our heart chakra. So we've got a supported back bend for our heart chakra. So we're going to need to come up to seated, just so we can place our cushions in the right position. So I'm going to use my nice fat, strong cushion here. It's not too squashy, it's going to give me some good support. And this is going to go underneath the shoulder blades. So you don't want the cushion down in the lower back, in that curve in the spine. You want it higher across the shoulder blades. But then you don't want the head just hanging back and putting pressure on your neck. So I'm going to get this in position first, right underneath the shoulder blades there. Because it's quite high, and if you can see how high it is, if I turn side on a little bit here, it's quite high, so my head doesn't quite reach the floor. So what I'm going to do is take a little block, or you can use a pillow, and just place that underneath the head, just to give the head and the neck some support. So I'm going to turn that this way. I'm going to be here for 4 minutes. So with your legs, you can do whatever you want. So you can keep the knees bent if it feels better for your lower back, or you can straighten those legs, get a little bit more opening through the front of the body, through the hip flexors and the lower abdomen, or you can do your butterfly pose like we did in our second posture. Bring the soles of the feet together, let those knees drop open, and then we're also stimulating the hips and that sacral chakra. So you choose whatever feels good for you. I said 4 minutes, but I didn't press go, so it might be 5 minutes. We'll go 4 minutes from now. With the arms, you can leave them loosely by the sides. If you're going to be here, I would suggest you take palms up, because this will help roll back those shoulders and just open up through the chest more. Or you can take the arms up overhead. I'm going to take hold of the wrists and just let them hang back there. That's a really big opener through the shoulders and the front of the body. I actually think I'm going to leave mine down by the sides for this one. So this is our heart chakra, and it is where you would expect it to be. So it's right in the centre of the chest, where the collarbones, and its colour is green. Sometimes it's depicted as a pale pink, but more often than not it's a nice pale green. As you Oh, first of all, the element connected with this chakra, nearly missed out, is air. Okay, makes a bit of sense. And physically, it's connected with the heart and the lungs and the arms. What does it do on an emotional level? It's nice, well-balanced, open heart chakra. Gives us the ability to love others and ourselves through compassion and forgiveness and empathy. Gives us the ability to accept, heal past wounds, and to learn to love unconditionally, both ourselves and others. Just feel that nice opening with the chest, the heart. If you have a desk job or you're looking down a lot, hairdressers, I know from my mum, yeah, and I'm always looking down and standing over people. Mums carrying their babies, always looking down and picking up. Often the shoulders are rolled forward. We spend a lot of time during our daily lives with our front of the body closed, our shoulders forward, particularly now with mobile phones and computers and things. So I think more than ever, this posture is something we should all be doing every single day. Supported back bend, opening the heart, opening the chest. Not just for this chakra, but just for the physical benefits of this posture. Nobody wants to be, have round shoulders and be all hunched up, do we? So gives you that feeling of freedom and movement as well. Really good for any respiratory problems. The heart, the lungs, just create more space there. Oh, we've done 4 minutes already. Well, actually, we've probably done 5, haven't we? So it didn't start too late. So, moving up to our throat chakra. So nice and slow. Going to bend the knees. Going to come over onto one hip. Just to move these things out the way. So moving the block and moving the cushion. And for our throat chakra, we want to take legs up. So if you've got a wall really close to you, this is what we can do. You can scoot over to the wall. If you're on a bed, this is even better. You're not on your bed, it's a nice soft comfy bed. We're going to whiz around. I'm going to take the legs up the wall. Don't worry if you haven't got a wall, we'll go through that in a minute. If your feet are against the wall, you can bend your knees, press into the feet. Take your cushion or your pillow. Lift your hips, place that underneath the hips, and then take the legs up. So the hips are higher than the heart is higher than the throat, and this is going to help with your throat chakra. Okay? If you're not near a wall, don't worry, don't be running around looking for a wall. If you're not near a wall, going to be right here. Same action, going to lift the hips, place that cushion underneath the hips. Again, not on your bum, not on your lower back, that nice flat bone, the back of the hips. Bend the knees. And you can either stay here with the knees bent and the thighs rested in the hands, or for more benefit, you can take those legs up into the air. We've got 4 minutes. So with the arms, you can let the arms come out to the side, you can rest them on the belly, you can rest the thighs in the hands, whatever feels good for you. Now if you're not against the wall, try and relax your legs completely. So I don't want you to be struggling, I don't want you to feel like, oh, your legs are shaking because you're using muscle tension to keep them up there. You know, if it feels too much, bend the knees, let the thighs rest in the hands, relax the toes, relax the feet. I'm just letting the weight of my legs come over towards my head. So Jan, I know Jan likes tranquility pose. You let the hips come higher and be here as long as you're relaxed. Okay, so Jan, your tranquility pose will also stimulate the throat chakra. The colour of our throat chakra is blue, the pale blue. And as you would imagine, it's connected to the health of our throat, our mouth. And all that connection inside. What I'm here to do, ears, nose and throat clinics, all of that. This is the throat chakra. The thyroid, the parathyroid, so helping with your metabolism. The element of our throat chakra is ether. Now I googled once, what is ether? And I came up with all kinds of different things, but I think ether is like that little gaseous element in space. Ether. If anyone's got a really good description of what ether is, please let me know. So our throat chakra, connected with our communication. So being able to communicate our emotions clearly, honestly and confidently. Being able to also communicate the truth. And also, communication is about listening, not just about expressing yourself, but to be able to really listen and understand others without judgment. So it's situated right at the base of the throat. So guys, where the Adam's apple is, well, that soft palate just below the throat. Ladies, that little dip is in the throat. Adam's apple's a bit higher, isn't it? So that's not true. Just below your Adam's apple for the guys. So ladies, this is soft hollow between the collarbones, right at the top. That pale blue colour. Toes relaxed, ankles, knees, belly, hips, and jaw. Oh, we've done 4 minutes already. Just over 4, actually. The thing with these yin postures, can I just get there, and by the time I finish talking, it's time to come out. So, I'm going to bend the knees in towards the chest. So if you're on the wall, push your feet into the wall, lift the hips and move that cushion out of the way first. Those of us who are just like freestanding, bring the feet back on the floor. Push into the feet, lift the hips, move that cushion out of the way, bring the hips back down to the floor. Our 6th chakra is our 3rd eye. So we're going to be coming back up to seated for this. And we've got a couple of options. So either we're going to be doing child's pose, and that's the pose I'm going to be doing. But if child's pose isn't comfortable for you for the knees, or you don't want to move around too much, you can actually sit here, the knees bent, and take the hands on top of the knees and just let the forehead rest on top of the hands. Yeah? So you want connection with the 3rd eye. This is our 6th chakra. So just between the eyebrows, just slightly above. So we can be here and just connect in there. I'm going to come over into child pose. I'm going to take my knees a little bit wider. Reach the hands in front and let my forehead touch the floor. Now if your forehead doesn't touch the floor here, again you can take a cushion or a block, or even just bring the hands on top of each other and rest the forehead on the hands. But wherever you are, just try and get this contact with the forehead to the floor. We've got 4 minutes. So the colour of this throat chakra, this third eye chakra, and I'm going to keep my head up so that I can talk to the camera, not to the floor. The colour of our third eye chakra is indigo. It's like a dark blue colour. And its element is light. Connected with the physical health of the head and the eyes. The pineal gland, which is connected with our sleep pattern, the melatonin and female hormones. And it's associated with intuition or sixth sense. Gives insight, gives you the ability to trust your inner wisdom. I think I need more stimulation opening on my third eye because I'm usually quite logic. I'm not untrusting or cynical, but kind of like everything to have a little place. So I just need a little bit more work here, I think. However, those with a balanced third eye normally thrive in creative or therapeutic professions. So, given my profession as a yoga teacher, and massage and reflexologist, maybe I'm being hard on myself. Maybe I don't need any more stimulation right here. It's funny how we start to judge ourselves and see things in ourselves that others don't. So if you're all the way over here in child's pose, it's nice, again, lovely opening through the back, through the hips. It's going to be here in silence now for the next minute or so. It's 10 more seconds here. And then slowly, if you're in your child's pose, lifting the head, lifting the chest. There's 6 chakras done. So we're going to come 11th and final chakra, which is your crown chakra. And for that we are going to be doing headstand. No, we're going to be doing Shavasana and relaxation. So these are your options for your crown chakra, is either stimulation right up to the crown, so things like headstands and handstands, but we do not want to be doing that in a yin practice. So a meditation posture or a relaxation. So let's come down into Shavasana. So for our Shavasana, legs are slightly apart, arms just loosely down by the sides. Again, turn your palms up so you can roll open your shoulders, let the shoulders relax. If your lower back does not like to have straight legs, feel free to bend those knees, take the feet wide, let the knees drop in towards each other so your legs can be supported against each other and you don't have to use any muscles to keep the legs up there. Otherwise, nice and long. So the crown chakra actually just hovers above the top of the head. Excuse me. And its colour is violet or purple. Or again, this is another one that can have two colours. You might sometimes see it as white. More often it will show through as a purple-violet colour, but sometimes it is white. And I actually visualise mine more of a white-silver colour. So just close your eyes, visualise that globe just hovering above the top of your head, and just notice which colour comes through stronger for you, the purple or the white. The element of this chakra is silence, so I will be silent as quickly as I can. Physically, the physical health of our body, our crown chakra is connected to our central nervous system. And on a spiritual level, it connects us to the spiritual realm, to infinite wisdom, spiritual enlightenment. And I really, really love this phrase. It helps us understand who we are outside of this physical body, so that we are a spiritual being just having a human experience. It's allowing everything to relax. Toes, feet, ankles, through the lower legs, the knees, thighs, the hips, the whole length of the spine. Shoulders, the arms, hands and fingers relaxed. The neck, the jaw, the tongue, all the muscles in the face relaxed. Move up the spine through each of our chakras and seeing which colour jumps out at you more. So starting at the lowest part of the spine, the tailbone, with the red of our root chakra. Moving up to the back of the hips with the orange of the Sacral Chakra. beautiful fiery glowing yellow of the solar plexus chakra. Up into the heart, that pale green, or it could be pale pink of your heart chakra. Pale blue of the throat chakra. Moving up to the forehead, to the third eye, that darker blue. And all the way up into the crown, that purple violet or white light. Gently, we're going to move out of our practice now. If you want to stay there for as long as you like, please do feel free to stay there. You don't have to finish with me now. But if you're going to move out, let's just wiggle the toes and the fingers, invite some movement into the body. Slowly bending the knees. Take the arms up over the head and have a big stretch and a yawn on the side. Let the knees drop over to the left, just rolling onto the left side, left for yin. Bringing yourself all the way up to seated. And there we are at the end of our chakra balancing yin class. I hope you all really enjoyed it. It's a lovely way to finish off the week, don't you think? Just to remind everyone, if you weren't on the live session on Friday, now that some restrictions are being lifted and we're able to move around a bit more and more people are going back to work, I myself am going to start work this week. You're welcome, Claire. So I'm going to be reducing the days that I do my live classes, so there will not be a class on Wednesday. So going forward this week, I will be with you as normal Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and of course Sunday for Are You Yin. Jane, love it. Jane says she's hooked, Mum. So I will see you in the morning. So remember your gratitudes, first and foremost to yourself, to your yoga practice, and to someone or something in your life that you feel grateful for today. Enjoy your evening, stay happy, stay healthy. Until next time, namaste, thank you.